In today's Anime Vanguard's video, I'll be addressing some of the biggest problems in Anime Vanguard. It's probably what you thought. You probably thought I'm gonna cook the game. Not necessarily. So, I'll be reacting to 3 different videos where people address problems in the game, apparently. One person says that Anime Vanguard is straight up bad. Another person says it's got a big problem. And then apparently there's some controversy going on in AV, which I have no clue about. So, I'll leave links for every single video I react to in this video in the description. So, go check out the channel. So, before today's video does start, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit over 100,000 subscribers before the shit ends because it's one of my dream goals, not just for YouTube but just in general. I've wanted this thing since I was a little kid. So if you've already subscribed to the channel, like and comment on the video. And also if you want the Rex Lucky, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You probably see, maybe you see some people with the display on Rex Lucky's row. Go by Discord server down below to view future videos. There's a giveaway going on there right now for VIP. So if you want VIP, join the Discord for the giveaway. Future videos, but if you let's get straight to the videos. Okay, so what this video pretty much is going to be, if I didn't say in the intro, I'm just going to react to a bunch of videos that all the last 2 days, and it's basically a bunch of people saying, you know, the biggest problems with Anime Vanguard. Now personally, I don't see any insane problems or bad things about the game other than the lack of content and that they need to drop an update. But other than that, I don't really see no crazy videos, but I've been seeing like a lot of these videos pop up, so I'm quite curious to see what they're saying. And plus I need some content because the game's also drawing some content. So all the videos I react to this video will be linked in the description. So content creators of these videos, please don't copyright me. I'll credit all of you guys. And if I think the video is good, I'll let you guys know. But I'll make sure to subscribe to each one of you. I like the video. But this is the first video that caught my eye. I kind of gave me this video idea because I saw the first 20 seconds and it looked like very, very high quality. So I'll make sure not to yap too much. But, you know, I will pause and put my own input in it, you know, during the video. But yeah, let's just play it.
Anime Vanguards, a tower defense game that was immediately well received as soon as it
Anime Vanguards went crazy, man.
Nearly 300,000 players off
300k,
1 million likes on the game's page within a week.
Crazy.
Ridiculously insane numbers. Very few games can say that they've amassed that amount of players. The game itself is also very polished.
Okay, so we're hearing good things.
Tower defense games that were released recently, Anime Vanguards felt the closest to reviving what Anime Adventures had left. Clearly, by being able to retain a constant player count of at least 200,000.
Yeah, this is insane, by the way. A 200k plus. I just see it turn down the volume a little bit here. Just actually, it might be fine. Never mind. It might be fine. My bad.
All right, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any issue with the game. In fact, the biggest problem isn't a bug. It's not a quality of life issue. It has nothing to do with the game. The biggest problem Anime Vanguards has is how it's being run. They're continuous
how it's being run. Okay, this is, I don't hear people talk about this. Okay, this is interesting. All right, I want to
decision to not do something is a massive point of tension within the game's community. And today, I'm gonna go over what that is.
It's very high quality. Shout out to Fago, man. I think his channel name's Fago, right? Yeah, subscribe to this guy. This guy's videos quite high quality, like a whole documentary for AV. Okay, I'll stop pausing.
Videos like this one, I'd appreciate if you can subscribe. I love hearing what you guys think about videos like these, whether it be thoughts on the topic or just feedback on how I made
amazing video.
I enjoy it all, so you should also join the Discord below too, and let me know what y'all thinking. Thanks for just clicking on the video though.
Great video,
without any more delay.
And he's barely even
let's discuss what Anime Vanguard's biggest problem really is.
Anime Vanguard's biggest problem. This music better not be copyright. I'm just gonna assume it's not.
So as I said before, the main flaw within the game doesn't come from the game itself. There's a decent amount of issues within the game that cause problems with gameplay, but if I'm gonna be honest, they're not the absolute worst.
Yeah, it's not that serious. Also, I want to point out, I can see you're trying to point the little lag bug, but that's pretty much most TD games have this problem, not just AV.
The most frustrated with Anime Vanguards comes from the Discord, and that one thing is the developers and their communication.
Oh, okay, okay. You know what?
The communication between the developers and the community is almost non-existent, at least when it comes to what's going on within the game. Thankfully, as content creators, we're able to speak to devs more often, so we can voice our concerns sometimes.
Yep.
But it's not like we have permanent access to talk to them. We can't ping them whenever we want.
See, this is a point I want people to understand. So many people ask me, right? Yo, so you see, yo, when's something dropping? Yo, like they think us CCs, we have some special information that nobody else knows. Like, to relax with that. Like, we don't know everything. Like, so we can ping the devs sometimes and ask a couple questions, but it's not guaranteed they'll even answer in the first place.
Everyone else. But anyways, there's 2 specific times where this issue of no communication has been extremely apparent. And one of them was the release of the game. When they had finally given the release date for the game after so long, it was a crazy moment. immediately all the hype was brought back and everyone was preparing to play the game. Where all of me and my people are literally straight waiting for this game to drop so we can absolutely just dump Robux.
I mean, facts. I'm not EA though.
The day came, people were just left confused. 12 p.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Hours passed, and with no exact time of release, people were just freaking out and expecting another delay. The worst possible scenario. Of course, this leaked into the Discord and all channels were immediately locked down. I can only imagine what the developers' DMs were like. The game did release a bit later at 6 p.m. that day, but all of this was just easily avoidable. Having no exact time for a release just confuses everyone, especially when you take time zones into consideration.
Look,
anyone from
what he's saying is straight facts, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, I feel like these devs are too afraid to give release times and update times until they're insanely certain, especially because of how many times they delayed the actual release of the game. If you know, you know. Before the game released, they kept delaying it, and people get extremely frustrated. So I think, look, it's just a guess, obviously, but I feel like they're a little bit scared, like, to now give times and delay because they don't want to get butchered. So they only want to give times now when it's guaranteed that they're going to drop at that time. Because as you can see, they just keep getting butchered and butchered and butchered for like delaying, and they probably don't like it. So now they only say it when it's like guaranteed that time.
Similar time zone were just completely screwed after they had stayed up
the time,
hours
bro,
waiting for the release, only to be disappointed when it
I'll be having to be up at like 7 a.m. trying to grind update, bro, or like 4 a.m, 3 a.m.
to be let down in the end. But you know what? It was the release of the game. A lot of things must have been going on. Surely this won't happen again. And then it happened the next update. Update 0.5, in my opinion, was phenomenal. It added a great amount of content.
Some people have mixed opinions about this.
A boss fight event and new banner units. But they still gave no word of a time for release. Complete radio silence. It wasn't until 8:30 p.m. EST when we were told the game was going to shut down for preparation for the update. And then it reopened at 9:30.
Now, I feel like it's going to stay like this. I know that's not something you might want to hear or something that's very good, but I genuinely feel like mostly it's just because they don't want to give a release time and then it get delayed and tons of people complain about it. So they only really want to give times out when it's confirmed like that it's going to release at that time. That's because they don't want to do delays and things like that, you know. So they don't want to give 100% confirmation before they can actually confirm it. Like say, okay, the release of the update is going to drop in 1 hour, and I say they delay it, everyone's just going to cook them, which I'm pretty sure they don't want to go through the delay, like the delay gods violations or whatever anymore. They just want to only say times when it's confirmed.
We had an hour's notice. So again, the developers haven't been giving clear release dates and times for updates, and that causes a lot of discourse within the community. Of course, I can't blame them that much, as the developers are working on a game with 200,000 players concurrently, with a Discord community that immediately filled the spots within the server the night of release, and trying to appeal to the old fan base of a massive game that can be considered the king of anime tower defense genre of Roblox. Everyone is bound to be overwhelmed. But something they need to realize is that's fine. At the end of the day, the people who needlessly complain are always going to be there.
That is so true.
Going to end up playing when you release. It's not a general.
That's what's so funny about it.
As us content creators were concerned too. Taking time to make updates great is something that mostly everyone is fine with. All that people ask of you is to keep them informed. I hope I'm speaking for everyone when I say that I'd be much happier with a late update if I knew what was going on with the game.
Yeah, I can't lie, he's not lying, you know. Like, if we knew the update was gonna get delayed this badly, it would be nice. Like, you could take a nap or something for us content creators that want to be awake and on, you know, American. You know what I'm saying?
Devs have stated before that the reason they don't do any sneak peeks really is because they've had people try and steal things from their game or steal ideas, and they really just don't want to have to deal with that, and that's completely reasonable. But what I'm personally asking for is not for sneak peeks. I just want a solid schedule. I just want to be able to understand what's happening with the game that I like playing.
Okay, I know I keep pausing, but I think a lot of people don't understand the whole stealing ideas part. Well, actually you do now because of AD, so I'll just resume it. Never mind.
Just to compare, Anime Adventures did exactly that perfectly. They'd remind people 3 times before they'd update, making sure that everyone was on the same page and making sure everyone understood.
I mean, the AA update times were so ass, I'll be honest.
The game is still in its early stages, and they may still be trying to figure out things and get everything under control. But I've seen a decent amount of messages from developers about the complaints from players and about updates.
Yeah, see, look, I'm telling you guys, they don't want to hear all the delays and stuff like that. So they just only want to say times when it won't be delayed, because then you don't have to go through all that, those annoying comments, stuff like that.
I think that if they want a good amount of those to stop, then establishing good communication between them and their community is absolutely necessary. The game so far is extremely enjoyable, and me and my friends have been having a ton of fun on it, and I believe it has a great future ahead of it. So even though they may mess a few things up, I do also believe that us as players gotta cut them a little slack. Currently writing this as I enjoy a pizza.
So yeah, subscribe to Fago, link to the description. Link to the video in the description. But yeah, then we're gonna get straight into the next video. Okay, now this guy has just made a straight video saying no yapping, straight to the video, and it's just basically saying why Anime Vanguard is bad. So yeah, what a title that is, and the video's doing pretty good, I guess. So I'm gonna check out 2 days ago. These videos are recent, so it's not gonna be some release problem and then I'm gonna react to it now. Just no point. So apparently Anime Vanguard is bad. I don't agree, but we'll see.
No yapping, straight to the video.
Straight to the video.
So, just before I
not
start,
even a voice. Okay,
I want to tell you
serious.
guys that I played this game a lot.
Let me turn down the volume.
That's why I only hate it. But
you've played the game a lot, so that's the only reason. That's why you hate it, but with a reason. Okay, what's the reason?
So let's get straight to the main idea.
Okay.
First and most importantly, last update. This update made things worse.
Made things worse?
Gave me the idea
okay.
Of making this video. In the last update, they buffed most of enemies' health.
Bro. By what, 7? Like, it's not that serious. You literally have, bro. You have strong enemies. Look, you have no buff here, and then you have a buff here. What are you talking about?
And not only in new raids, but also.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, that is a.
Also, they didn't give them a little bit more health.
Yeah, I can't lie. You know, if that is the same stage exactly, no buffs, nothing, then yeah, that is significantly hard to be fair.
Already tough, but after the update, enemies got buffed.
And my unit's good. Surely it can't be this hard. Well, this feels like this hard to me. Skill issue. Skill issue. Yeah, facts, man. Let's see.
Now let's switch the topic.
Okay.
Evolution items. When I first saw the evolution requirement, I was like, okay,
alright.
12 evolution items are not something you should grind for hours.
They aren't,
right?
really.
But the main problem is in stones.
Yeah, that is true.
You get the same amount of green essence stones as evolved material. That means you must play 3 times more than you need just to get the green essence stone.
Okay, well, let me play for a bit.
You need other stones as well.
Yeah, but I can't lie. When you play tower defense games, or like just these type of like anime tower defense game genre at the moment is, you gotta macro them. Okay, if you can't macro, it doesn't mean you can't play them. You can play on mobile, you can play manually, or some people macro on mobile, whatnot. But if you're not macroing, it will be a pain to grind. But that's how these games are. It's how they add longevity to their game is that they need to be grindy. So currently complain too much about a grind. You could just macro the green essence stones.
Let's take an average drop, which would be 2 stones per game. In total, you need to win 56 times. The average game is 7 minutes long. You will need to play this game for 6.5 hours to get this.
I guess. I mean, you're not wrong.
People call this game tiny task only.
Well, kind of what I just said, but you know what? You're not lying. Everything right now is pretty much macro. But we also gotta keep in mind, yeah, is that the game isn't update 0.5, so it's not gonna have that longevity content in the game that's you actually play manually. Like in AA, the thing that everyone's playing manually, let's keep it 100% honest, it was portals or doing stages, like long, like infinite stages to get the portals in the first place. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Halloween to get secret portals, or doing Gilgamesh infinites to get the portals, or doing Dazai portals. Like, we don't have that longevity kind in the game. It's trying to slowly put in the game and actually put it like new ideas, like the boss event, for example. But you just gotta be patient a little bit. You know, it's only released, so I'm trying to say.
You won't be able to enjoy the game.
You won't be able to join the game if you're a new player. Okay, well, let's just watch this.
Right now, I'll try to spin for units as
okay.
a new player.
Okay,
Let's
I'm not.
Imagine that I am a player that just joined this game.
Okay. Are we gonna? All right. Oh, actually, okay, fair play. You're actually gonna try out.
Since I got to legendary.
Okay, but you just don't. You don't have to do the stage of Nightmare. If Nightmare isn't intended for something to do when you first start in the game, Now, if you did normal mode and you struggled, I would have said fair play. But why are we doing this on nightmare? Like, you might obviously gonna struggle on nightmare.
Got 100 health.
Bro, why you don't have to? A new player does not have to do the story on nightmare. They could just go back and do it afterwards.
Legendary unit can defeat them.
I mean, your legendary unit with some levels looks like it might be able to defeat them too. Who knows?
That was close.
Okay.
Even though they are just wave 1 enemies.
I mean, you could literally just play. Okay. I'm assuming you're just gonna lose the stage or just barely do it, but you're doing nightmare.
Of putting another Kizaru.
Okay, I can see your point, but it's nightmare, bro. Okay, let's just skip this part. How long is this? Okay, to be fair, I know it's difficult, but you know, even when I first started the game, I did all the story on normal mode first, because that's the whole point. Like, I don't think the intention of making nightmare mode was, yo, when you first join the game, you should easily be able to smoke it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I mean, you pretty much almost beat the stage with legendaries that are level 2. If you actually just join the game and you made that story, your units would also be high level, doing a significant more amount of damage. You could always just do it. Are you gonna do it normal now?
For example, I'm going to play infinite mode with 2 mythics, not.
But why are you doing infinite mode with 2 mythics uneven in the first place? You don't need to do infinite. A new player would need to be beating the story and evoing the units, not worrying about infinite in the first place. Because Paragon gives some more gems anyways. Or you could just farm story if you can't do infinite. So, I don't know. These reasons are a little bit. I don't know about this one. Okay, is this infinite? Okay, yeah, this is infinite. I don't particularly. Oh, what's this? Okay, if you can't get fun infinite or get too much from it, that's not really. Sorry, that's it.
Let's move on from that.
Okay.
Another reason.
Okay, trade rolls. Yeah, okay. Can't argue too much about this one.
There are a ton of clips where people use 100 plus trade rolls and get absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Think about it twice. Imagine spending 8,000 Robux on 100 trade rolls and get nothing.
I can't lie. This is straight facts here, but it's like, you know what you're getting into. You can see the rates, so you know what you're getting into beforehand. But you're not lying. I can't lie. That it will be annoying, but it's like the same in AA, and a lot of this player base is AA. And if not, this game has made it easier to get rerolls than AA. So it's not terrible, but you're 100% speaking facts.
Just to get scammed. Do not write, but ... It's gambling, and everyone understand the chances.
Okay.
The reason I'm telling you guys this is because Anime Vanguards is a pay-to-win, or you can call it money grab.
It is pay-to-win, and you're not wrong.
Why I'm hating this game.
But that doesn't really make the game bad just because it's pay-to-win, though.
If the game continues in this tempo, it will be impossible to play.
Okay, it just won't be impossible today. And if obviously as the game goes on, they're gonna make the stages harder, but they're also gonna release better units. This is just how these games work. I just particularly think you don't like these type of games, and you know what, everyone's got an opinion, but this particularly makes the game bad, to be honest. You basically just describe how the games work.
Every mode of the game, you will have only 3 choices. 1, quit the game.
Okay, you have 2.
2, tiny task for days. 3, put hundreds of dollars.
Okay, like, it's not lying about either you tiny task loads or you put $100,000 dollars in the game. You're not lying though. But most of the players know that before playing the game, or like they know that whilst players play the game, and they either quit or they pick on them.
Much longer than obtaining the evolution materials themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
In the very end, I just want to say that this game is good overall.
Okay, so in the very end, I want to say this game is good overall.
VFX story.
I mean, you know what? I can respect it. You know, I'm trying to say why you're saying it bad in the title, but I can actually respect it because I probably would have done the same thing. You know, it does get a lot more people to click the video.
But if the developers don't fix any of these issues in the next update,
and yeah, hopefully they do fix some issues though. So yeah, shout out to this video. You know what? I kind of argued for. I shouldn't really have argued. So I'm gonna like the video. I'm gonna subscribe. And keep in mind the video being in the description. I know this video was quite the filler video. It's probably not gonna do that well, But I know it's just a yap session. I do have other videos planned, so I'm just trying to daily upload like I've been saying. So not every single video is going to be a banger, and especially when, you know, update 0.5, it's not really giving me too much to work with. I can't lie, not giving me too much to work with. So I'm just waiting for the next update. This update was good, but not a lot of content I can produce, so I'm kind of waiting for the next update. Until then, it's going to be a little bit full of videos. I got some good videos planned, but it will take a little bit longer. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did and you want to see me do like more type of reaction videos, let me know. And if you never want to see these again, then still like the video, let me know in the comments. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Subscribe, channel 100k. See you guys in the next video.